All right, so I have my centerpiece greened up. You guys are gonna be getting like a vase of, it's got some flowers in it. You wanna put your main flowers in first. What are your main flowers? Well, they're your bigger single flowers, okay? They're called mass flowers. So if you get carnations, you wanna pet them open a little bit gently. You're gonna pet them open because these are pretty fresh carnations. You don't wanna wait to do this centerpiece. You wanna do it as soon as you watch this video. And then you're like, okay, where do I want it in my centerpiece? Obviously, you're not gonna put this long stem in there. So I'm gonna cut the stem a little bit shorter, and I'm gonna place it and be like, okay, where do I want this? And then once I feel like where I want it, I might need to cut it a little bit shorter. And then I'm gonna push it into the foam. And you're gonna have 3 larger flowers, and so you're gonna want them kind of in a triangle, and you don't want them all at the same angle, you don't want them all at the top. So I'm gonna turn this as I go. So I'm gonna put another one right here, okay? All right, and I don't want it sticking out like past my greens. I want it to be a part of my centerpiece. Oh, I forgot to fluff them out. So I'm gonna fluff out this one. I think I'm gonna put it like here, maybe at a higher angle because none of the other ones have a higher angle. So they're at a triangle. So I'm gonna lift this up. Okay, so I have 3 of them in a triangle. So now I have some not filler flowers, accent flowers, and I chose white. You might be getting white, you might be getting green. This is one stem. It's several flowers, but it's one stem. So I'm gonna cut these pieces off, cut them as long as you can, because like the longer ones are gonna go near the sides. Okay, and that one's sticking out a little bit far, so I'm gonna recut the stem, and I don't wanna put it in the same hole. Sometimes you wanna kind of watch what you're doing. I was like watching the video and not like exactly watching what was happening on the screen. So if it has a shorter stem, like this one's a little bit shorter of a stem, it's gonna go closer to the top. And you want them at different angles, right? You're gonna fill this in at different angles, and you're gonna be like, oh, there's like a chunk that doesn't have any flowers here, right? So you're gonna cut a flower and you're gonna put it here. I need a look. Okay, and then you're gonna turn it, be like, oh, there's no flowers right here. So I'm gonna cut a stem and put something here. And well, I don't have very much at the top, so I'm gonna cut some pieces, and I'm gonna put some at the top. Now, if you're like, oh my gosh, like Miss Martin, you didn't really give me very many flowers. This isn't very fair. Well, I give you some other stuff to put in here. And that's why I like doing winter centerpieces, because you can find a lot of stuff to put in your centerpiece that doesn't cost a lot of money. So like your ornaments at home, pine cones. So you're gonna probably have some ornaments like this that already have a wire on them. If they don't, so say, I got these green ones. So I'm gonna do these green ones. So you're gonna get a little stick in your supplies, and you're gonna put the wire through your ornament, and then you're gonna wrap it around. Now you might not need this whole stick, right? This is a lot of stick, okay? So, and it's gonna flop around, but the leaves that are already in here are gonna kind of support it. So I'm gonna cut the stick a little bit. I don't need it that long. And I'm gonna be like, okay, so I have these large flowers. Well, these are kind of like in place of a large flower. So I'm gonna put them in between some of my larger flowers. So let me turn this around. So I have one here, and it flopped. So I'm gonna try and tuck it in a little bit better. Okay, so now it has a place. Okay, so then I'm going to get another one. This one has a Santa on it. It says ho, 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 I think. So you're gonna put the wire through, wrap it around. Okay, cut the stick a little bit. And this one I'm gonna put it like straight up and down in the middle. Okay, so let me kind of show you right now. That's what it looks like. And then don't forget, you need to water your centerpiece bowl every day to keep your flowers fresh. And I'm gonna do one more. So for flowers, like centerpiece art, there's something about like rules of odd numbers. So I'm gonna put this last one, I think right here. And then there's some other stuff we can put in here too. Oh, right there? Yeah, right here. Okay, so, and then, like if you have extra ones of these, you can stick them in there, like you don't have to. If you want a pine cone, I think every one I try to put some pine cones in. So you're gonna wrap the wire around the back side of this pine cone because you don't really want to see the wire. And then you're gonna twist it around the stick so it should look like this, okay? So you shouldn't really see the wire and it should be near the bottom, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna be like, ooh, where do I want a pine cone? Maybe I want it where there's this big old bald spot right here. Okay, so now you have a pine cone. And then you can put a couple more pine cones in there. Ribbon, so let me grab a piece of ribbon really quick. Sorry, a couple of your things might have a ribbon like this. So I think I tied the stick already to it. So you can like put ribbon in your centerpiece like this. You might have ribbon that kind of looks like this, and you can like stick a piece of ribbon in like that. So whatever kind of you want to make this look a little bit fancy. I think I'm gonna use a couple more of these balls. I like this gold color. So I'm gonna put this gold color here and then turn it, I feel like maybe right, I don't know. Maybe right here. So there's no right or wrong. You can just, you know, depending on what you like. Okay, so I'm gonna try and tilt this a little bit. So don't forget to water it each day. This is my finished centerpiece. If I want to put a couple more pine cones in there, I can put a couple more pine cones. I don't want just one probably. But that's kind of how it should look. And then you're gonna figure out how much it cost, okay? So let's say each of the ornaments are 50 cents. And then you're gonna use that spreadsheet. Pine cones are free because you find them. And then any of the greens, let's say they are $0.40 per stem, okay? And then let's say you used 4 stems of the greens. All right, so if you use greens out of your yard, then those greens obviously are free. All right, hope you enjoyed the video.